Some people think the Great Axe is a brain-dead weapon, an unskillful amateur hour face roll option of weaponry. You wanna know what I think? I see a Great Axe. A full-size 4x4 Jeep Wrangler Transforma Giga Chad Alpha Male. We're not just spinning to win, we're out here mowing the grass of the battlefield, chopping down every peasant in sight, and weed whacking like we're getting paid for it. So the next time you pick up a Great Axe, just know you're not just choosing a weapon, you're choosing a goddamn lifestyle. Welcome to the Great Axe Club. Welcome to Scripted Gaming. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you're as excited as I am, as today we'll be venturing out for episode 2 of our rare animal hunt. In case you missed last week's episode, we started our journey hunting for Adepts fawns for our first rare baby animal. So I highly recommend watching that first so that you're all caught up. As for this episode, we'll be continuing our journey by hunting for Swiftclaw Cubs. But before we get into that, I wanted to announce the winner of last week's giveaway, and invite you all to sign up for this video's giveaway as well. We had over 100 people sign up for a chance to win a Tier 6 moose. So let's spin the wheel and declare our winner. Good luck everyone, here we go. And the winner is... Drost. I know I'm saying that wrong, but congratulations my friend, you have won yourself a Tier 6 moose. I'll be adding you in-game to trade you the mount, so please keep an eye out on your friends list. And for this video's giveaway, since we'll be hunting for Swiftclaw Cubs, I figured it was only right that I give away a Swiftclaw mount. And I know they are fairly cheap to buy, so I'll be giving away a Tier 5.1 Masterpiece quality Swiftclaw to one lucky winner. To sign up for a chance to win this prize, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment your in-game name in the comments below. I'll be picking a winner in the next video, so be sure to stay tuned for that. But with that out of the way, let's get into episode 2 of our rare animal hunt. I hope you enjoy. Hey guys, and welcome back to our adventure. For today's journey, we'll be hunting for Swiftclaw Cubs. And since there is more than one way to obtain a Swiftclaw Cub, we'll be setting out to obtain 2 of these rare baby animals. Our first target will be the saber-toothed tigers, followed by mist cougars, both of which have a drop chance of 1.28%, which is slightly higher than our last episode's Adepts fawn, so I'm really hoping to get more than one Swiftclaw Cub. With that in mind, we set out to hunt for our first target, saber-toothed tigers. These Tier 5 tigers can be found in the desert biomes of Albion. As for the types of zones, they can be found in yellow, red, and black zones. Unlike giant stags, I found that saber-toothed tigers are typically not found in packs. Instead, they're often wandering alone on the outskirts of the map. For anyone joining me on this rare animal hunt journey, I would recommend scouting the edges of the desert zones, as this is where I had the most luck finding saber-toothed tigers. But even with this strategy, I was still only managing to find a couple tigers at a time. At this rate, it would be a long time before I get my hands on a Swiftclaw Cub. So, I decided to switch zones and find a better farming spot. I was traveling north of Bridgewatch to make my way to the red zones, hoping to find more saber-toothed tigers. And that's when I came across it. Saber-toothed Den. For those who don't know, zones such as these are essentially tunnels that connect to another zone. They can typically be used as a shortcut when traveling, but are also very well-known hotspots for gankers just waiting for people to try and cross. But hence the name Saber-toothed Den, I decided to scout around and find out if there was some reasoning behind the name of this tunnel. And sure enough, my curiosity paid off. When wandering around the rocky edges of the zone, I was able to find multiple saber-toothed tigers. This was one of the only zones I could find where I could farm up to 3 tigers at once, making it a pretty effective farming spot for Swiftclaw Cubs. While this was my favorite farming spot, I would like to remind everyone that this is still a very dangerous place to get comfortable in, and it was only a matter of time until I ran across some danger myself. A fellow Alliance member and myself were crossing the bottom part of the den when we happened to run into a sea of gankers just waiting for us. Instantly, we turn around and make a run for it. We make our way to the exit where the other half of the gank squad manages to cut us off, making things a lot more complicated. With my Alliance member dismounted, I decide to dismount myself and attempt to slow the gankers with my Grove Keeper. Thankfully, my ally is able to slip away, but now all eyes are on me. Unfortunately, my potion of invisibility is broken instantly from a bleed that had been applied to me. I use my minor work boots to speed off to safety, but when I get to the exit gate, I'm still in combat from attacking and I'm unable to leave. With my remaining speed from my minor work boots, I sprint around the stairs to avoid the gankers, stalling as long as I can, until I'm able to drop combat with only 46 health remaining, and slip out of the exit alive. I survive on pure nerve and maybe a little bit of luck. But despite my near death, my stubborn self rides right back into the den minutes later, because I'm not leaving without my Swiftclaw Cub. Luckily enough, I'm able to avoid the gankers and instead find multiple saber-toothed tigers just waiting to be farmed. I find a couple grouped up together to take down, and that's when it happened. A loot bag drops from one of the tigers. I finish off the remaining animal and look to see what's in the bag. And sure enough, we find our first Swiftclaw Cub. We are successful in hunting saber-toothed tigers and now move on to our next target, Miss Cougars. Unlike saber-toothed tigers, I knew exactly where to travel to find Miss Cougars, and that's when our journey took us to the roads of Avalon. When traveling the roads in the past, I remember seeing multiple Miss Cougars wandering around the off-trails. These cougars on screen are actually tier 6, but are still rather easy to take down. Like saber-toothed tigers, these Miss Cougars do not typically travel in packs, but just continue roaming the trails and you'll likely find them no problem. It actually didn't take very long until we got our first loot bag to drop. After killing about 10 Miss Cougars, I looked to see what had dropped, and sure enough, another Swiftclaw Cub. And just like that, we successfully find cubs from saber-toothed tigers and Miss Cougars. After finding last week's Adept's Fawn and this week's Swiftclaw Cub, that makes it 2 down and 3 more rare baby animals to go. If you enjoyed today's episode, I would love it if you gave the video a like and considered subscribing to the channel, as I upload new videos every Sunday. If you have any questions, you can for sure leave them in the comments below, or join us in our Great Axe Club community Discord. I'll be leaving an invite link in the video description below, so I hope to see you in there. But that about does it for me, so be sure to sign up for the giveaway, and I'll see you next Sunday. Until then, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.